Things are pretty quiet here in Eagle Pass. This is right on the U.S.-Mexico border. You can see Mexico actually right across there where those cars are driving. And this bridge with all of these trucks, this is a main entry point, a main crossing point between Mexico and the United States. So it looks as if trade is continuing as normal, but we are really now starting to see President Trump's mass deportation promise in action. The White House says that hundreds of undocumented migrants have been put on military flights out of the country. Those flights leaving from Texas and the very western part of the state and also Arizona, and headed, officials say, to Guatemala, at least these first initial flights. And in photos that were released, you can see individuals being escorted onto a military plane. They have shackles around their ankles, also around their waists. There's also been raids that have been taking place, and the mayor of Newark, New Jersey, saying that a raid that took place in his city overnight was done without a warrant, and that U.S. citizens were detained alongside undocumented workers. And he said he was outraged about this. ICE officials, the federal immigration officials, saying that this sometimes happens, that U.S. citizens will be asked for their documentation, but certainly these arrests, these deportations, are putting migrant communities like the one here in Eagle Pass on edge. I spoke to a priest here who said he's afraid that there are going to be ICE officials, immigration officials coming in during his church services. But speaking to other people in this community, they say that the arrests, the deportations are necessary because this was ground zero of the massive surge in migrants about a year and a half ago. Thousands of people were pouring over the border on a daily basis. So some people say this is necessary to shut down the border so that this community stays safe, but also to make sure that criminals aren't coming in and the ones that are already here are being sent home.